Welcome in here tonight, race fans, to the Phoenix International Raceway. It is home to the season finale here for the SimBox Cup Series, and we are ready to get going racing. Had some technical difficulties here in the truck, but it does look like our qualifying, I believe, is officially over here tonight, as these drivers have spent weeks preparing themselves for this moment here. Drivers have been battling in the championship. Hunter Reynolds, Michael Sturgill kind of went right down to the final two races here, where last week Hunter Reynolds was able to go ahead and clinch that championship. So tonight, it's just a victory celebration for the driver out of Callahan, Florida, as we get ready to take you through your starting lineup here. Let's take you through your starting lineup tonight, brought to us by our friends over at drafttop.com. Michael Sturgill will start on the front row here. He's got P number 1 locked up here tonight. Alongside him, it is the driver out of Lansing, Michigan. It's the number 6 of Roy Fernandez. Starting P number 2, driving the number 33 out of Virginia, it is Greg O'Berry. Starting the 88 tonight in P number 4, this will be Tim Combs. Starting P number 5 out of Ohio, driving the number 13, this is Jamie Leach. To his outside, it's your season champion, race fans. He drives the number 28, it is Hunter Reynolds. Starting in row number 4 here tonight, driving the 01 out of Lansing, Michigan, it's Cody Sleeper. Nathan Maurer makes his return here for the season finale to give it one more whirl in the number 71. Starting in row number 5 out of South Carolina, driving the number 75, this is Quincy Atkins. Rolling off there in the 5th row, in the 10th position, it's the 83 of Brandon Feeney. Starting in the 6th row, driving the number 19 here tonight, Ross Hancock. Jared Hagedorn roll the number 2 off here, right alongside. Back into row number 7 out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, the number 40 of Josiah Millen, and Danny Valenzuela. Starting in the 8th row here tonight, driving the number 77 SimBox entry, this is Doug Neal. Starting next to him, the number 31 of Donald Bennett. Then it'll be Darrell Clauter rounding out our field with Swerman Herman back there as our race control tonight. We appreciate Herman and everything he has done this season, but the cars are on the track, race fans. We come into the Thomas E. Step Foundation Restart Green Flag Zone here tonight for the first time in your championship race. Green flag gonna go up, and we are racing here for championship night. Looks like one driver did not get a good start there, and that was Tim Combs. Everybody going to really start to spread themselves out here on lap number 1 tonight. Michael Sturgill jumps out to the early lane. Look at the 88 of Combs up into the outside wall. Hunter Reynolds right there. He's going to throw it sideways. He's going to go down, and he's going to be able to keep her on the track. But Hunter Reynolds in his celebratory race here tonight, where, well, he doesn't have to worry about what really happens points-wise. He's just out here to turn the laps tonight. Hunter Reynolds got a little help there down to the inside, and he's just going to now pull down there. That right side of that number 28 is torn up. But he is still continuing to carry on here, so that's good to see that he's going to be able to keep on trucking. There's the number 40 of Josiah Millen, as lap number 1 and 2 went to Michael Sturgill. So as Michael Sturgill leads the field here, Greg O'Berry is sitting there, P number 2. Jamie Leach, who is always quick here when we come to tracks like the Phoenix International Raceway, 1 mile tracks or under. Jamie Leach is always our force to be reckoned with. Caution flag going to come out here. Looks like the 88 of Tim Combs having some issues here in the early stages of this one. He'll bring the caution flag out here on lap number 4. Let's see if the old replay works here tonight. Remember, we're kicking it old school tonight. Old overlays here on the Dirt Racing Network. Let's throw it back. This is the replay. Oh, the 75 of Atkins was sideways, and then the 80H nowhere to go. As it brings out our caution flag. See if we can find an angle for all your race fans here tonight. Let's go over top. Watch that 75 and the 88. You see they almost get together back in the dog leg. Then Combs a little sideways, and then 75 a little sideways. Both come together in the middle, and around goes Tim Combs. Looks like a couple drivers going to come to pit road. Here comes the 40 of Josiah Millen. So he'll come to pit road. He'll bring down Hunter Reynolds. Jared Hagedorn is going to stay out. Looks like Cody Levitt, who missed the start here tonight, a couple laps downhill, also stay out. There's your race leader, though, Michael Sturgill. As it looks like Michael Sturgill just lost connection to the Iracing server. There you see the orange machine of Nathan Maurer, the SimBox entry. You see him sitting there, that orange car. He is now going to be scored into our third position. We talked about Hunter Reynolds being the championship leader coming in there. You see him coming off pit road. He's going to stay on the lead lap, but he spent very long time, 55 seconds down on pit road, about 30 seconds in his pit stall to try and get damages fixed to that Ford. Of course, Squidward on the front nose of that car, a joke that started in the early season. He really embraced the Squidward reference and went ahead and put Squidward all over that car. So, good-looking hot rod. You really can't blame him for that. He's been on one of the best tears, though, here in the Salt Flat Racing season, as he has rattled off all but 2 races this year have been top 10 finishes. His only finishes that have finished outside the top 10 were back at Michigan for a 15th place finish, and of course the Charlotte Oval last week, he finished back in 15th also. So every finish this season has been inside the top 15. So let's see if the iRacing.com pace truck is able to turn the lights off this time, and we can get going back to green flag racing. A couple drivers now coming to pit road. Here comes the 31 of Donald Bennett. And also, it looks like that's the 26 of Darrell Clauter. Cody Levitt also going to come to pit road. Levitt did get the lucky dog, so he was able to tag the back of the field and get a lap back. So the iRacing.com pace truck. Silverado does turn the base lights out. We're going to go Greg O'Berry, Jamie Leach, Nathan Maurer, Cody Sleeper, Roy Fernandez, Doug Neal, Brandon Feeney, Josiah Millen, Russ Hancock, and Jared Hagedorn, your top 10. Of course, Josiah Millen did come down pit road. It looks like so did Doug Neal and Brandon Feeney, but that was just for some fuel. They did not put any tires on their cars, so they still have all 4 sets of tires, I believe it might actually be here tonight at Phoenix. Get ready to go. Greg O'Berry took over the race lead when Michael Sturgill lost his iRacing connection here with our server. It's been happening a lot here on iRacing this past week since the last build update. Everybody coming back down. The green flag going to come back out. We'll go back racing here. It'll be 7 laps officially completed. Greg O'Berry with a great start down the inside. Here comes the Lancaster kid. Nathan Maurer working the inside in that brand new paint scheme. There you see him to the inside in that orange machine. He'll pick up second position. He's trying as the SimBox number 6. Roy Fernandez is pushing the back end as Jamie Leach up outside the groove down in 3 and 4. There is no traction compound here tonight. Jamie Leach still stuck to the outside. Here comes the 0-1 of Cody Sleeper. He'll work the inside of the speedway. Jamie Leach is still outside there, maybe testing out that brand new aero package here with the Cup cars. And go up against the outside wall, put that little bit of a bubble up there, and try and keep it off the wall, but keep it wound up a little bit. They call that the Kyle Larson line, as there's the 77 of Doug Neal. He'll now take over position number 5, so put all the SimBox cars here tonight inside the top 5, chasing down the 33 of Greg O'Berry. There's Millen looking to the inside of the 83 of Brandon Feeney. work, but he slides the number 40 deck of batteries. Entry off turn number 4. The 83 fighting back underneath. Brandon Feeney and that liquid Molly. K1 graphics. O'Millan gonna scrape the outside wall. So O'Millan scrapes the outside wall, but he's still able to hold serve and keep his position in front of Brandon Feeney. Millen sideways once again. Jared Hagedorn sideways also. Quincy Atkins in that 75, the Send It Studios entry, the driver out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, just passing up the driver out of Nebraska. As Quincy Atkins going to extend that lead. One driver down to the inside, and that is the South Beach Race Energy Drink Brownlee Designs Toyota. Looks like he has been hard into the outside wall. The officials are telling me it was out of turn number 4 last time. Valenzuela tried to take a trip to South Beach, and unfortunately there was a wall in his way. He wasn't able to move it. The Valenzuela running into the 16th position. Reynolds closing in on this battle. This is Brandon Feeney going back around with Zion Millen, so Feeney will pick back up the 7th position. That's right on board with Hunter Reynolds. Oh, Feeney going to take a slide. Brandon Feeney takes a slide as the green flag actually stays out as he gathered up the Liquid Molly entry. Take the look back here on the replay. Look at him come off turn 4, sideways, and he gathers it up, and he just brushes the inside wall. But he kept his foot in it. And he keeps the foot in it and just loses a couple spots. He's back to running now 16th. 1 spot behind Danny Valenzuela, who runs currently in the 15th position. There's the 90 of Michael Sturgill. He's back out onto the speedway after reestablishing his internet connection here with the server tonight. Looks like currently sitting 9 laps down on the timing and scoring charts. We'll see if that updates, if that is correct here tonight. There's the 33 of Greg O'Berry, though. He has led the last, it looks like 12 laps. Only 2 race leaders here tonight. It was the 90 of Michael Sturgill and the 33 of Greg O'Berry, as you see him out front with his Verizon Wireless 5G car. Still Nathan Maurer sitting in the SimBox entry, number 71. Back here in the 2nd position, there's Roy Fernandez in 3rd. Cody Sleeper is 4th, and then Doug Neal in the other SimBox entry. Brand new colors on Doug Neal's car. You can't miss him. He is the neon highlighter yellow-green machine there. And then Jamie Leach sitting there just tagging along in 6th position right now. Remember, Leach couldn't get down. He did restart to the outside on row number 1. Just was not able to get that Great Lakes Brewing Ford Mustang down to the inside where the traction is here tonight in the early stages. Hunter Reynolds, though, has worked his way back into running in the 7th spot. So your championship, we're calling him, he's already locked up the championship, so your champion of Hunter Reynolds is back to running 7th. Quincy Atkins right behind him. Millen is in the 9th position. And Russ Hancock is having himself a great run here in the first 20 laps, so this one's still 105 laps left here tonight at the Phoenix International Raceway. It may be a race all about Hunter Reynolds and how he is the champion this year, but it's also about all you race fans tuning in here tonight to watch the SimBox Cup Series. We appreciate each and every one of you fans, drivers, family members tuning in to watch these drivers compete on a weekly basis here on a Tuesday night. And of course, this is the season finale for the SimBox Cup Series Championship night here at Phoenix. And what are we going to do on Tuesday night, race fans? After this is all over and Hunter Reynolds collects the prize, because there is a prize on the line here that we'll talk about at the end of this. It's kind of been, a hid behind closed doors all season long. But at the end of this 125 laps here tonight, we will reveal the prize for Hunter Reynolds. About Tim Combs, he has started to rebound just a little bit. He's back to running in the 11th position in the Bass Pro Shops number 88 after going for that slide off of turn number 4 and into the inside wall. Bennett gonna get out of the groove, and he's gonna go up towards the turn 4 wine area. Maybe he was a little thirsty. Maybe he was gonna take a quick trip up to the wine tent and then come back out here. Bennett driving that Brownlee Designs number 31. Beautiful looking car that Brownlee painted up a couple weeks back, and Bennett's been running it here ever since. Good looking car, beautiful matte white. Of course, those chromed out 31 numbers look real good on the side of that too. A little pizzazz for him. Look at the 90 of Michael Sturgill, though. He has driven right through all these drivers to show you how fast of a car he has here tonight. I'm sure this man is going to be on the mission. Race fans, take note. He is 9 laps down right now. 9 laps down to your race leader of Greg O'Berry. How far can he push it? I don't know. We're going to find out here tonight. Danny Valenzuela down on pit road in the 04 entry. Or at least I believe Danny Valenzuela. I think actually Valenzuela has lost his connection to the Iracing platform now. Greg O'Berry still continuing to be the race leader, and these drivers still the closest cars on track, and it's right up inside the top 10. Your 6th position, Jamie Leach right behind Cody Sleeper. Looking back off Cody Sleeper's 01 machine, the driver out of Lansing, Michigan. I hear him have to really play with the throttle there. Tires starting to wear out. Oh, come on, Danny. Can't be having that throughput. Greg O'Berry, though, where is he? Well, this is the 2nd place driver right now of Nathan Maurer, and that is Greg O'Berry. That's what a 3.2 second gap looks like, and it's pretty much about the half a straightaway for the front straightaway. Another driver down on pit road. That's the 75 of Quincy Atkins. You see him taking tires here on lap number 29. It's a little bit earlier than what we expected a lot of these drivers to be coming down the pit road on. So right now, the 2 buddies, the SimBox drivers. You know, we haven't seen Nathan Maurer on the Speedway in quite some time. Taking a little bit of a step back from his iRacing, we're calling his iRacing career for a while. Just a couple of weeks off. Then he came back at Charlotte and had himself a 19th place finish. It's not what he wanted, and they decided when they were coming out here to the desert, they knew it was going to be a race that started in the daytime and went to the nighttime. They threw new colors on it and said, let's give it another whirl. Nathan Maurer did lead 25 laps last week at Charlotte before not being able to finish her off. He said he had the perfect strategy played out and ready to go. Maybe he can get a solid finish here tonight. How about the Progression Series champion? This will be the 2nd championship we hand out here with the Salt Flat. We'll call it the Cup Series. It was the Progression Series that led into the Cup Series, and Fernandez won the Progression Series, and now we're going to crown another champion on Tuesday. These names will go right alongside the names like Jamie Leach, who has an IROC championship to his name. now the longest green flag run of the evening. There's your driver that is leading this one, Greg O'Berry. I'm expecting probably in the next 10 laps to see a lot of these drivers duck to pit road. We already know Quincy Atkins has been to pit road. Looks like Danny Valenzuela is finally bringing the South Beach entry back out onto the speedway. Quincy Atkins is still sitting on pit road with the Enchanted Construction car. He'll go a lap down. That'll be his 6th lap behind now. Valenzuela coming back out officially onto the speedway. He is 7 laps down in competition. There's the 90 of Sturgill and the Ascari Motorsports, number 90. Coming into the final race here, Michael Sturgill has finished on the podium 6 times this season, picking up 5 wins along the way. 1 second place finish, and that second place finish came back at Talladega. It looks like I'm getting a report, boo-boo belly for the number 75 of Quincy Atkins. That's why his machine still sits down on pit road. Y'all remember back in, I believe it was the 2000s era of NASCAR at Watkins Glen when Tony Stewart continued to sit in his car with a stomach bug, and then at the end of the night after he wound up winning that race, he had to go relieve himself in his motor coach before celebrating in victory lane. Well, Quincy Atkins right now has the boo-boo belly, and he's sitting out for right now. That's just what I heard over the race scanner. His team was sitting there eating ice cream waiting for his return. So as Greg O'Berry still continues to lead here, there is Jared Hagedorn and Brandon Feeney. Well, if you take a look back here, you're going to see, as they come across the start-finish line, there's Greg O'Berry. Half a straightaway behind is your race leader from our 13th and 14th place runners right now. Remember, Brandon Feeney was inside the top 10 at one point here in the early portion of this one. Took a slide off turn number 4 in that Liquid Molly entry. Well, it just hasn't been the same. Hurt the tires, hit the wall with the left front fender there. You see it's crinkled up. So he's just trying to gather himself. Waiting, hoping that maybe a caution flag were to come out, or possibly get to pit road for some tires at least. So Greg O'Berry come by this time. That'll be his 34th lap here led now tonight, with Nathan Maurer still sitting in second. And yes, you see the 90 of Michael Sturgill. But that is not Michael Sturgill battling for the second position. That's Michael Sturgill trying to get around the second place runner of Nathan Maurer to possibly go run down your race leader, to only then go 8 laps behind. No side-by-side battles on the speedway. You see Hunter Reynolds, he's worked his way back up to 6th. There, Josiah Millen. That's Jamie Leach coming back out. He has just made his pit stop 1 lap ago. So he has fresh tires on, and now he's going to try and rip through the field. He was running in the 6th position when he came to pit road. Looks like Russ Hancock will come to pit road at number 19. He'll hit pit road, and it should be 4 tires and fuel for the 19. When does your race leader come to pit road of Greg O'Berry? Thought for a moment he was coming down that time. He looked very slow through 3 and 4. Everybody else right now is still staying out here, so these drivers with that caution flag that we had early on in this race are able to push the fuel mileage gauge a little bit further. Greg O'Berry has yet to hit pit road here tonight at all. Nathan Maurer will come to pit road. He'll bring the number 6 and the 01 to pit road along with him. Doug Neal is the only SimBox car that is going to stay out here, so he'll try to play on a different strategy level than the rest of his teammates. Maybe he'll be able to park in the victory lane here for the SimBox Cup Series Championship night. Does he come down pit road this time? He will not. He's actually going to continue to stay out, and he should be able to pick up the race lead because there's Greg O'Berry. O'Berry comes to pit road. Hunter Reynolds stays out. Has not been able to lead a lap yet tonight. There's only 4 races this season that Hunter Reynolds has not been able to lead a lap. At least 1 lap has been led in all but 4 races. Las Vegas, which was the 2nd race of the season, Hunter Reynolds did not lead a lap, but he did finish in the 7th position. Back at the Darlington Raceway, he did not lead a lap, finishing 2nd. Then it was Chicagoland, finished 3rd on the podium, but did not get a lap led. And then it was Pocono, where he started first, but he did not get the lead the first lap or any lap that night, and he came home 4th. With Doug Neal staying out here as he comes across the start-finish line, it'll be 46 laps completed, working lap number 47. Doug Neal will continue to stay out here. Greg O'Berry has made his pit stop. You see him behind the number 77 of Doug Neal right now. There's Nathan Maurer. He's made up a lot of ground on O'Berry. Same with Jamie Leach. Leach was running 6th. But at the time of his green flag pit stop, we'll see where he starts to cycle back out because Doug Neal has yet to come to pit road. It looks like Hunter Reynolds will bring Squidward down. They're going to see if they can grab a Krabby Patty and get back out there. Maybe he'll be headed to the chum bucket. I'm not sure. We'll ask him a little bit later on. Donald Bennett in the 31 also coming to pit road. There you see his white number 31. So everybody really starting to cycle through. Greg O'Berry right on the back of our leader. As it won't take long, Greg O'Berry goes right to the inside. And that dog leg on the back straightaway, he'll get right around. Greg O'Berry will unlap himself. That'll put Nathan Maurer now, the first driver, 1 lap down. Darrell Clark coming to pit road. So 1 SimBox car to the inside, 1 to the outside. Maurer cuts the dog leg. He'll unlap himself, putting Jamie Leach now. Jared Hagler will assume the 2nd position. There's Michael Sturgill. He's 8 laps down for all you Sturgill fans tuning in tonight. He's 2 laps behind Danny Valenzuela. So as your race leader comes in and Hagler blows the corner there, he'll take over the race lead. Didn't get the lap led at the line. And then Greg O'Berry snuck right on by. So Greg O'Berry back to the point here. Jared Hagler is going to come to pit road this time, though. So he'll be the last driver to hit pit road. O'Berry working back upon the number 90 of Michael Sturgill. He's got around the 31 of Donald Bennett. Bennett going to work to the high side. Then he's going to put Sturgill in the middle. Bennett, of course, pitting a little bit later than Greg O'Berry, and he's trying to get a lap back. Right now, Bennett is the first car, 1 lap down. 52 laps just like that with 1 caution flag so far, and Greg O'Berry has been able to lead 3 of them already here. since he's taken over the race lead. Has not really looked back. He's had the dominating car all evening long. I believe that was Cody Levitt that just snuck into the picture there. There you see the driver out of Las Vegas with the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas strong entry. Missed the grid here tonight, and he is sitting 3 laps down, has not been able to rebound. He did just come out of pit road. So he should be able to get at least one of his laps back here, as Nathan Maurer and Greg O'Berry have been out there on these tires for about 10 laps. Oh, a big moment there. It looked like Fernandez almost got into the 90 of Sturgill as they worked out of turn 4. Remember, Sturgill's on older tires right now than the rest of the field. Sparks flying there off the 6 of Fernandez as he goes down and cuts that dog leg. It is not very, we'll call it smooth down there. It's like driving off a curb in your Honda Civic, essentially, is what I'm being told. I don't know about you race fans. I don't have a Honda Civic, but I can imagine driving my Honda Civic off a curb. It's not going to feel too good. Cody Sleeper has been able to keep strong here inside the top 10. The driver out of Lansing, Michigan, picking up 1 win on the season back at the Dover Raceway. Was able to battle with Miles the Monster and his teammates and bring one home for the old SimBox crew. Right now, Cody Sleeper is running 7th. Tim Combs still battling inside the top 10. He's in 8th. 9th is Josiah Millen. He's ahead of Donald Bennett right now. Millen is the last car on the lead lap here. We're going to approach that halfway point home soon here tonight. About, I'll call it 5 laps away, give or take. And see who will lead at the halfway point. Right now, Greg O'Berry has a 2.7 second lead. What does Nathan Maurer have to do here in the second half of this race to possibly get his SimBox entry back up there? That'll be Greg O'Berry. O'Berry, remember, has not run the full season here this year. Had to miss a couple races, and a couple races just didn't go his way. Daytona, obviously, a 29th place finish for Greg O'Berry, and then he had the 24th place finish at Dover, a heartbreaker there. 22nd at Michigan, and a 20th place finish at Charlotte. He's had some flashes of brilliance, though. 4th at Las Vegas with a top 5 back at Homestead. Podium spot back at Kansas. His only podium of the season. He only led 30 laps coming into tonight's race, and of course, as you see, this will be his 48th lap led. So he's already passed how many laps he's led all season long, and we're not to the halfway point. He'll get around the 04 Danny Valenzuela once again. You see the South Beach on the side of that Rays Energy drink. Of course, South Beach being the brand new flavor to the Rays Energy drink stables over there with Rep Sports. And, well, if you're an energy drink connoisseur like we are here on the Racing Network, that's really what keeps us wide awake to bring you all the racing action that's, brought here nightly onto the Dirt Free Racing Network. Well, you need to head over to Rep Sports today. You need to go down to the Rays Energy Drink tab and pick up yourself a case of South Beach. I can tell you, if you like pineapples, you're going to love them. Had a case the other day. Actually went over there and used Danny Valenzuela's code. Type in UTWRX on checkout when you're over there with Rep Sports or any of the Rep Sports brands. Get yourself 15% off. Trust me, when you're buying like 6 cases of energy drinks and a couple of that popcorn they got over there, 15% adds up. Berry has not been able to pull any more car length or seconds. It's still sitting there at about 3.5 over Nathan Maurer. Right now, he has the dominating car here tonight. Roy Fernandez still holding on to third. Jamie Leach is fourth. Fifth goes to Doug Neal. Hunter Reynolds is back there running sixth. Doug Neal has the freshest tires out on the speedway right now. Last time by, it was a 27.9. Check out the timing and scoring. 27.99 lap time by. One of them going to slide down off the corner. That's the two of Jared Hagedorn. He'll bring the caution out of the halfway point. So the caution coming out for Jared Hagedorn. We'll have to watch the replay here and see what happened. Go back here, watch that number 2. Next time by off of turn number 2, I believe, is where they're telling us that Hagedorn has a little bit of an issue. Oh, he slides it into turn number 1, overshoots the corner. Tries to get back into the gas, and around she's gonna go. So Jared Hagedorn will bring out that caution flag. And as we have a second here, race fans, tonight at the halfway point, as everybody's going to come down to get some tires, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here to the Phoenix International Raceway.
Iracing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. Iracing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iracing.com.
Welcome back here to the Phoenix International Raceway. As you can see, the field is starting to assemble. Double file, as that means we're getting ready to go back racing. Next time by, we will turn them loose once again. When we turn them loose, it's on. Greg Berry's 3.5 second race lead that he had officially wiped out here. iRacing.com pace truck is making the left-hand turn. We're getting ready. Green flag's back up, and a great start by O'Berry. Maurer is having to hold strong right now in that second position. Look at Jamie Leach. He's working the inside of the speedway. Fernandez is going to lose that spot, but look at Doug Neal start to close in. Neal will work the inside, try to get around the 0-1 of Cody Sleeper. Millen's got fresh tires on the back there, and he's now up into 7th once again. Greg O'Berry will lead him at the line as everybody has gone single file. Run that he thought he was going to have. Jamie Leach up to the outside of the speedway in that number 13, the Great Lakes Brewing Ford. Oh, Fernandez going to scrape the wall. Fernandez just took a little piece of the turn 4 wall with him. Not sure how much damage, but he got some of it. 31 of Donald Bennett having some issues, it looks like, but he keeps going. What happened to Bennett? Take a look back here. Oh. Did the Brandon Feeney. He did the Brandon Feeney. He stopped, but there was nobody coming, so he was able to back that 31 up and then get it going again. You see Bennett now going a lap down, though, as we come back live. Sideways for Roy Fernandez that time out of turn number 4. He almost did the Brandon Feeney and the Donald Bennett. Was able to hang on to it, though. He's sitting there in 3rd. You don't want to do something here in the late stages of this one. Hunter Reynolds sitting back there in the number 28 car. He has fallen back to running 9th. Garrett Haggerty who spun to bring out that caution flag. He's got 4 fresh tires and is running back into the 12th spot now. He's passed Eric Lauder, Russ Hancock since we went back green flag racing. He has to pass Donald Bennett if he would like to be that lucky dog. Of course, Bennett falling back here. He's stuck to the outside. Millen working the inside of the speedway. Millen just got around Cody Sleeper also. So Bennett will stay high. Millen works underneath. Sleeper works underneath. Tim Combs now trying to work underneath also. Remember, Combs was wrapped up in that wreck in the early portion. Reynolds also able to get by. Greg O'Berry's been able to still hold strong at the front of this one, leading his 64th lap here tonight. Roy Fernandez still sitting second with Jamie Leach. Nathan Maurer, who was the second for a good portion of this race, is now falling back there. You see the 2 SimBox cars, so Mauer's running 4th, looking for some more power. Neal is sitting there in 7th. They're scraping the outside wall by the 14 of Jamie Leach as they enter the corner. No real battles other than, well, Hunter Reynolds looking to the inside here on Tim Combs down into turn number 1. Fuel Sim Racing number 28 of Hunter Reynolds. We've already talked about his accomplishments coming in. How many wins and top 5s he has had this season. It's only 4 wins. It's 5 poles, 11 top 5s, 13 top 10s. Only 2 finishes outside the top 10, and that was 15th and 15th, so 2 top 15s. He has led 210 laps this season. Completed 1,404 laps coming in. That's the most in the series. He has completed every lap this season. The next closest driver to that would be Roy Fernandez, who was 3rd in the points championship coming into the night, the driver of that number 6. He completed 1,362 laps of competition. you a perspective. And actually, I read that statistic wrong. Roy Fernandez is the fifth driver on the laps turned count this season. The second place driver this season, well, he hails out of Canada and he drives the 83. That's Brandon Feeney that you see there on screen. Feeney actually has the second most laps turned in competition this season. Then it's Josiah Millen, who is third. Darrell Plauter is fourth. And then it's Roy Fernandez, who actually has one less lap turn than Darrell Plauter. Right now, they're actually heads up because Darrell's one lap down the race leader. Interesting stat there by our guys back at the Dirt Racing Network, getting those stats to us here. Fernandez, though, has not led a lap tonight. And right now, he runs in second. Last time by, he was a little bit quicker than your race leader. So he's at least making O'Barry feel a little bit of pressure. You heard Fernandez slide the tires that time off turn 4. That's going to take a little life out of him. That's going to heat him up a little bit. Jamie Leach sparks coming out of him, going down into turn number 1. Still sitting down on pit road with his boo-boo belly is Quincy Atkins. Every other driver here tonight still out onto the speedway. There's the South Beach 04 Rep Sports Raise Energy drink driver out of Utah. Danny Valenzuela right now has crinkled up that Toyota. It's definitely looking like a beer can. Oh no, something happened to Darrell Plauter. Darrell has taken it for a little bit of a spin. Did Darrell just do the Feeney? Darrell did the Feeney. Didn't spin her all the way around. That's what keeps the green flag out. Right on board. Watch the hands. Hear the footwork. Yep. That's what the inside wall sounds like from inside the car. So Darrell going to lose a couple spots. He's back to running now into the 14th position. O'Barry opened up about another car length. Half a second is the actual deficit on the scoring chart. Cody Sleeper is the last car. That's incorrect. Brandon Feeney's the last car on the lead lap. Feeney took the wave around last time under that caution flag where we got the one to go. So that put Brandon Feeney back on the lead lap, running in 10th. Been out there for a very long time. 36 laps are on those tires. He will have to pit here before the race leader. He'll probably pit here in the next 10 laps or so, and yeah, maybe actually 5 laps he might be able to actually make it the rest of the way on fuel. Cody Levitt now going to come to pit road. He'll see if this can be his final pit stop tonight. Fastest car on the track last time by, Roy Fernandez. Just trying to take a gauge here at who's going to have to pit first. And it looks like, other than Brandon Feeney, we're probably looking at Josiah Millen and Cody Sleeper as the next drivers that are possibly going to be coming to pit road first. Maybe it's one of those SimBox drivers. I just talked about it, and exactly, here comes the number 40 of Millen. He'll come to pit road. He believes he can make it the rest of the way on fuel. So Millen will peel off with a handful of laps to go here. And this is lap number 91 that he's coming to pit road. Looks like Michael Sturgill has thrown in the towel here tonight. He'll finish back here being scored in 17th position. So a disappointing night for the driver who had one of the quickest cars on the speedway. Of course, that internet connection glitch with the iRacing server kind of bit him and took him from the race lead to being multiple laps down to an unsalvageable season finale here. Sturgill, of course, will, I believe, finish off the season as your second place runner in points. He will. So it'll be Hunter Reynolds, Michael Sturgill, and Roy Fernandez, your top three leaving here in the championship standing. Those positions are already determined. Cody Levitt and Josiah Millen are separated by just 1 point coming in. And it looks like Cody Levitt is off the speedway with his number 38 machine. So that should hand things over to Josiah Millen here tonight, as long as he's able to bring the number 40 back in one piece and Cody doesn't come back out onto the speedway. So pretty much your top four are set in the championship standings. They'll be able to leapfrog anybody here. See, the 6 of Fernandez has been to pit road. His service is done. He is back out. 4 tire stop for him. Grego Berry now coming to pit road in the 33. He'll come to a stop. He'll get his tires done here. Race leader Combs coming to pit road, but it looks like Millen's going to pick up a spot. Just pass back to number 28 of Hunter Reynolds. The green flag pit cycle is right now happening. Jared Hagler has yet to come to pit road. Possibly see him coming to pit road right here. Here he is, as he's going to duck below the yellow line. So that should cycle things back through to a new race leader. It's the Cuban Cowboy Missile, Roy Fernandez, who will take over the race lead. And can he come back around here to lead a first lap of the evening with just 30 laps to go? 30 to go. Roy Fernandez takes the race lead. And he gets his lap led tonight. That's our 5th leader of the evening, but Grego Berry will clinch easily the most laps led tonight. He has led 81. I wanted to say 71, but it's 81. Doug Neal led 7 laps. Michael Sturgill led 5. Roy Fernandez has led 2 now, and Tim Combs has led 1. So after the green flag pit cycle, it's Fernandez out front with O'Berry hot to trot behind him. Then it's Nathan Maurer. Right behind him is Jamie Leach, and it's Doug Neal. Rounding out the top 5. Josiah Millen's back here running in 6th with Hunter Reynolds. And of course, Cody Sleeper had the hiccups there. Oh, Cody lost his internet connection to the iRacing server also. Tim Combs back here running 9th, and Brandon Feeney, of course, is 10th. 77 Doug Neal. That's not a battle for position, as Doug Neal is running in the 5th spot with his SimBox neon yellow machine. For the race lead, 2.5 car lengths. Car lengths separate your front two. Grego Berry hasn't been in this position in quite a while. Since lap number 4 has he not been behind somebody. See, and it looks like O'Berry really drives it off into the corner a little bit farther. 6 of Fernandez. Valenzuela coming out of pit road. Actually, it looks like Valenzuela just trying to turn some laps down to the bottom side of the speedway. Nothing has changed at the front of this one. The only thing that just changed on the timing and scoring was that Hunter Reynolds was able to get around Millen Millen fading here at the end of this one. He was up running 5th, then it was 6th, now he's 7th. And Cody Sleeper is nipping on the back heels of him. Here comes Cody Sleeper. He'll dive and cut below that dog leg on the back straightaway. As the preferred line. Cody Sleeper will pick up position 7, pushing Millen back another one. It's not a push-up pop kind of night for Millen, it's a push-down pop. Falling down through the field. Tim Combs that you see coming into the picture, Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet. He's the last car on the lead lap right now. He's about a half a lap ahead of the race leader. Under 30 laps to go here tonight. See if he can bring the Bass Pro Shop machine home before the end of this one, staying on the lead lap. Sideways out of turn number 4, though, for Tim Combs. Fernandez and O'Berry still 1 and 2. So we got 15 drivers out on the speedway as you look back off your race leader. Look down upon them. See them as they try kind of cut that dog leg there. Laps now. The last 10 laps have been led by Roy Fernandez. 21 laps to go here this evening. Does Greg O'Berry have anything left in the tank to go back up there and take that race lead from Fernandez? Fernandez has a couple wins this season. Of course, he won last week at Charlotte. He was able to win at Darlington. He won at Kansas. Couple podium spots other than that. Pocono finished 2nd. He finished 2nd at Dover to his teammate and the guy that lives down the road. And a 2nd at Hotland Speedway. Led 267 laps coming into the night's competition. He'll lead a couple more yet before this one is over. Hopefully he'll get his 12th one right here. Other than your race leaders, these are the closest drivers on the track. And, of course, they just have to be the teammates of Maurer and Neal. Still can't get over these beautiful paint schemes that are on the 71 and the 77 here tonight. Of course, I may be a little bit biased on the color of that 71. All you race fans tuning in here tonight, you know that orange is our favorite color here. And of course, it is unfortunate that Sturgill's internet dropped out once again, it looks like, and it's going to put him out of the event. Internet issues have been plaguing a lot of, just not the driver of the 90 here tonight of Michael Sturgill, but a lot of drivers on the Iracing.com platform over the last couple of hours have been complaining about internet drop connections. Of course, Iracing did just do their season update on Tuesday of last week, and they plan on doing an update tomorrow also. See if we can see if any of those issues kind of get fixed up. But Maurer still being able to hold off Doug Neal right now, and ever since Roy Fernandez took the race lead, it just does not seem like Greg O'Berry's car has had the same speed in it. Of course, Greg O'Berry having 1 lap fresher tires than Roy Fernandez, but right now, the fresher tires don't seem to be playing a big factor in this one. So Fernandez leads him across 15 laps to go. See if anything else has changed on our scoring, and it has not. It has been a green flag run for a very long time. We've only had 1 caution or 2 caution flags here tonight. And I wonder if the owner here of the SimBox number 77 is going to give his buddy here a tap. Sim shots and response are picked up here by the SimBox crew. They work off turn number 4, and you see Jamie Leach out ahead of them. Leach right now about 0.2 of a second actually quicker than the SimBox crew. Last time by, Jamie Leach was actually the fastest car on the speedway. He has a 4-second deficit that he would have to gain on Greg O'Berry and Roy Fernandez if he wanted to battle for this race lead. There's still time left in this one. With 12 laps to go, there's still time. He's going to have to really start to turn on the afterburners, though, if he wants to go up and get a win this season. Jamie hasn't parked this Great Lakes Brewing machine in Victory Lane, which is unusual. Usually we see Jamie good enough to pick up a win or two on the season. He's finished on the podium 3 times. 5 top 5s this season, or 4 top 5s, excuse me. 4 top 5s with 7 top 10s. An average starting spot for Jamie Leach this season here with the Salt Flat Cup Series has been about 12.3. An average finish this season, though, has been dismal, 13.2 for him. It's uncharacteristic of Jamie Leach. He has been able to lead 33 laps on the season. Right now, he is the fastest car on the track. Let's check that, the timing and scoring stripe last time by. Fastest car on the track once again, but not by that much, just with 10 laps to go. I think it might not be enough for Jamie Leach to go up there and battle with the top 2. And your top 2, they haven't changed any. It's still a half a second gap, about 2.5 car lengths, call it 3 car lengths now between Fernandez and O'Berry. So as O'Berry, you can tell, sliding that Verizon 5G wireless machine off the corners. He'll lose ground that time at the start-finish line. All Fernandez has to do is be very smooth here in the last closing laps. Nothing out ahead of him that he has to worry about going to get the next car up there. I believe that's number 2 of Jared Hagedorn. See Fernandez slide it a little bit. O'Berry going to really slide it off of 2. He has to gather it up to catch it. So O'Berry knows with under 10 to go, he has to go now if he wants to catch the race leader. Fans, I know it's coming to the end of this one, and we got to thank you all for being with us here tonight at the Phoenix International Raceway. It is the final race of the SimBox Cup Series for Salt Flat Racing. It's championship night. And we got to thank you all for being along for the ride, and with 6 laps to go, the race lead is going to extend. Roy Fernandez has decided now is the time to go. 6 laps to go, matches the 6 on the side of that number 6 of Fernandez. Wouldn't it be amazing if this would have been his 6th win of the season? He's able to hold on. It'll be win number 4. He'll join competition like Hunter Reynolds and Michael Sturgill. Sturgill, of course, had 5 wins coming into the night to Hunter Reynolds' 4 wins. Of course, Reynolds having a lot more top 5s this season, which is really what it's going to come up to because we go points racing here. It's heads up. No chase racing. It's points from race 1 to the finale. This time by out of turn 4, Fernandez is looking at another quick lap here. Rival his counterpart. He'll pick up just about a 10th of a second faster that lap. With 4 laps to go. Everybody else spread out equally. You're watching the 2 closest drivers on the track. It's Greg O'Berry running second to Roy Fernandez. as they're getting 3 to go this time by. O'Berry, who dominated the early portion of this one, leading 81 laps here before that green flag pit cycle. Roy Fernandez was able to sneak into pit road first. Derek Lauder, of course, just going to throw the anchor out the back end. Let Finesse Laser Designs, number 26. He'll get out of the race leader's way. Fernandez opening it up again. Popsicle sticks going in the air. It'll be 2 laps to go. 2 more miles of racing here in the desert. If O'Berry was saving anything, now's the time to go. He can't save anymore. Down the back straightaway, through the dog leg they go once again. Maybe through turns 3 and past the wine tent in turn number 4. As Fernandez looks down the straightaway, all he wants to see is the white flag. It is 1 lap to go here, presented by Sim Speed Shop. 1 lap of racing left here tonight at Phoenix. Turns 1 and 2 look good for Fernandez. Through the dog leg, smooth as can be. Final sets of corners tonight for Roy Fernandez. He hails out of Lansing, Michigan. He has 3 wins on the season. Well, now that he comes out of turn 4, mark it in your book. Race Fans Championship night goes to Roy Fernandez. He'll pick up the win here, but coming out of turn 4 this time, your season champion, the driver out of Callahan, Florida, Hunter Reynolds, will pick up the championship, finishing in P number 6 here tonight. So it's Fernandez winning the race, Reynolds winning the championship. Greg O'Berry is second with Jamie Leach in third. 4th goes to Doug Neal. 5th to Nathan Maurer, Hunter Reynolds in 6th. Fireworks going off. Cody Sleeper in 7th. Josiah Millen in 8th. Tim Combs in 9th. And Brandon Feeney rounds out the top 10 here tonight. So as we get geared up for your post-race show brought to us by DraftTop.com, you get to hear from not only your race winner, but your championship driver here tonight. Everybody getting in position. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be back here to Phoenix for your post-race show for your season finale.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at Iracing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, Iracing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out Iracing.com.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the desert. The host to the season finale for the SimBox Cup Series came right here to the Phoenix International Raceway. And we are lined up and ready to go with our post-race show brought to us by DraftTop.com. Let's head down trackside and talk to the drivers that finished inside the top 3 here first. Let's go to your race winner of Roy Fernandez. Roy, a very fast hot rod here tonight as you park the SimBox Chevrolet in victory lane for the 4th time this season. Tell us about the race here, though. Walk us through how you were able to get this win away from Greg O'Berry, who looked like he dominated this entire night.
Yeah, shout out to Greg there, man. He dominated this race pretty much the entire race up until the end when pit strategy came into play. But we just tested out the first few runs here with our tire wear and kind of just getting a little bit more aggressive to see what she can do and what the tire is gonna tell us after as far as the management for it. But yeah, it was a heck of a race. It was just that throttle control was key at the end.
Well, I can tell you it's either all or nothing when I get out there on track. So you were able to do a little bit better than what we probably would have been able to do tonight. But those closing laps, 10 laps to go, you saw Greg back there breathing down the neck. Do you think he was playing possum there on that last run? Did you think he was going to make one final charge?
There's always a possibility. Like I said, he was so fast earlier in the race that I knew that he could have had a chance at any moment in time if I had gotten loose, which I significantly did earlier in the race. There was a good chance he would have caught me. So I tried playing a little bit more conservatively, stay out front a little bit more, and brake a little bit earlier so I wouldn't get involved, getting caught slipping, braking too late and then getting loose and not being able to get the win.
Well, you did pick up the win here tonight, so it is your fourth win of the season. That matches your season champion of Hunter Reynolds, who also picked up 4 wins this season, so it puts you in the rare air. But before we let you go, who do you got to thank as the red carpet rolls out and the microphone is yours?
Yeah, I got to thank the league, man. The league's great. Donald Bennett, Michael Bromley, Stephen Herman, setting up everything here. You, Roger, getting everything squared away for us for the broadcast. You do a great job. Hunter, congratulations to him for winning the championship. He's a heck of a racer. I love racing with him. Makes me better. I'm sure I try to make him better as well, too. And then the SimBox Motorsports team. You got Cody, Doug, and Nate. Heck of a great guys. And always the wife watching upstairs, supporting me as always.
Well, there you hear it from your winner tonight. He drives out of Lansing, Michigan. He drives the SimBox number 6. That is Roy Fernandez picking up win number 4 this season. Congratulations to Roy on his season and, of course, picking up the final race of the season. Coming home in second, it's the driver of that 33, Greg O'Berry. Greg, a great run for you. You dominated 81 laps, the most laps led here tonight. Where did the wheels fall off? Did you have anything left?
Nah, man, I burned everything I had up trying to catch back up to Roy. I can't believe I had such a good car there and did so good here at this track. It was a lot of fun. I've been looking forward to it. I hate I gave that one away.
Yeah, once got a sting. You haven't been able to park the 33 in victory lane this season. Of course, it's been a long road back to racing here with Salt Flat. You lost everything in a fire, and you had to rebuild everything and regroup. And then the other day, just a scare with the PC once again. How does it feel, though, to know towards the end of the season that the program here, it started to pick up the momentum and you were starting to rally off some great finishes?
Yeah, it's a great feeling to finish on a high note. Really enjoyed racing with these guys. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, glad to finish on a high note, and we'll put that momentum away for next season and get back after it and see if we can't talk to you a little more often.
Well, before we let you go for the final time this season, who's on the side of the number 33 that you got to give those shout-outs to?
I just want to thank everybody with Salt Flat, Donald and Michael Bromley for what they're doing with the Cup Series and the Progression Cup Series. You guys at Turn 3 for putting on a good show. SimBox for sponsoring this thing, and they do put out a great product. I've got one here. It's awesome stuff. But congrats to Roy tonight. He went out and earned it, and then Hunter as well for winning the championship.
There you hear it from the driver of the 33 tonight. Greg O'Berry will finish in that second position. Led 81 laps here tonight, but he didn't lead the one that he needed to, and that was the final one. But Greg O'Berry finishes second. Finishing in the third position here tonight, driving out of Ohio, it's the Great Lakes Brewing 13. Jamie, another podium run for this group. Did you have anything left in the tank?
No, absolutely not. I burnt everything I had up trying to get up to those two. I was even trying to take care of my tires early in the run, and it didn't work. I was trying to push so hard at the end there that there just wasn't anything left.
So tonight here, you come into this Raceway. It's one of your favorite ones. It's the season finale. Did you have a good strategy, though, coming in that you thought you had a chance at this one?
Not really. I was just going to try to watch the leaders and see when they were pitting and try to kind of follow their strategy the best I could. Um, my early runs were good, and like I said, I got to kind of work on my tire management a little bit. I was good early and kind of fell off towards the end there when the tires started wearing out.
Midway through the season, Jamie, you guys switched the manufacturers. Did you guys have a log of notes that you were able to really dive into at the end of this one, or was it all a learning process towards the end of the season?
That was just kind of something I had heard and I wanted to try out switching from Chevy to Ford. Um, I like both. They both seem to have their strengths. A lot of people say they're exactly the same, but I have seen a difference in the two.
Well, now you're going to have that knowledge to head into the next season, possibly. But third place here tonight, Jamie, who made it all possible this season.
I'd like to thank all the admins in the Salt Flat League, and I'd like to thank you guys up at Turn 3, doing a great job. Thanks to my wife. She's always rooting for me, and all my teammates, Deeper Darker Do, and all those guys who really share strategy and help each other out, and it works good most of the time.
Most of the time, Jamie and his team getting the strategy right tonight. They get it right. They come home P number 3. So Jamie ends his season on a high note of getting that Ford, I guess, on the podium, we're say. So congratulations to him. And I guess that really means there's just one driver left for us to go talk to. And I believe he's still sitting down there. He hasn't quite got to do the donuts yet for all you race fans. But your season champion is the driver of the number 28. It's Hunter Reynolds. Hunter, a great season. We can officially tell you, you are the SimBox Cup Series champion here with Salt Flat Racing. Congratulations, as you rallied off 11 top 5s this season, 14 or 15, it will be 14 top 10s and 4 wins, completing the most laps this season. Congratulations. How does it feel as a champion?
Yes, sir. Feels good, man. Working hard this season, getting better at all these tracks and stuff, putting in work. I can say I'm glad that I had a good points lead there coming into Phoenix because we had a rough one tonight and probably could have finished up a little further. But yeah, it feels awesome. 4 wins is great, and I don't know, man. I'm pumped. It's great.
You came into the season with a lot of unknowns. These drivers also didn't know you. We knew you were good at the super speedways. Did you think you? We know you think you had the advantage at the super speedways as you were able to actually show that and flex the muscle. Did you know you were going to have as much success though this season on the miles and the half miles and those 2-mile speedways?
Coming into the beginning of the season, I knew these guys were good. And I knew I was gonna have to get good finishes, and I've been working at it, and we got faster and faster throughout the season. And what it took, I had to get top 10s and top 5s, and we ended up doing that, not getting wrecked. And so all in all, I think I put together a pretty good season here. And yeah, these guys are fast. Definitely wasn't easy. And Sturgill, Roy, all them guys, Jamie, they all got something for me next season because Michael Sturgill, he turned the heat up at the end of this thing, and unfortunately couldn't get there. But yeah, it's gonna be a good one next season. But excited to wrap this thing up, get me one, and celebrate it here.
Yeah, you're just about ready to turn it loose and burn those tires off here tonight, Hunter. Congratulations once again, and we have something else. Doug Neal, of course, the owner of SimBox, and of course, being the title sponsor here with the SimBox Cup Series for Salt Flat Racing, I'm able to tell you, Hunter, that the prize package this season that was kept under wraps all season long. As soon as you're done here tonight, we will address you towards Doug Neal, but we will be awarding you a SimBox custom button box for your sim rig here on iRacing as a token and a congratulations for winning the points championship this season. And in turn there, we will hand you the microphone. We know there's lots of people out there that support you and follow you here on iRacing.
Oh yeah, that's awesome, dude. I heard Doug does a great job with them things. SimBox being the title sponsor of the series, I'm doing a great job. Like to thank all my family and friends watching, supporting me, and all the league admins do a great job with this thing, Progression Series and the Cup Series here. Got a really good thing going. You up in the booth, Roger, turn 3, do a great job, and had this 28 Ford rolling all season, and I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and we appreciate you guys. Oh wait, one more. Hold on. I'm sorry, I'm not done. Halfway through the season, Michael Sturgill, Greg O'Berry, Tim Combs, and Daryl Clotter invited me to their team speak for Talladega, and got to run with them guys. So shout out to all them. Thanks for all the help, and good season, guys.
And I'm sure he wants to thank old Pops out there tuning in, always showing some support for Hunter Reynolds. But dare you hear it, race fans, your champion this season, Hunter Reynolds, is going to finish 6th here tonight in the desert, but he is your points championship winner here with the SimBox Cup Series for season number 1. I'm sure he's getting ready to do some donuts for you guys out there and show some support and let her rip here tonight. And there it is. He's finally rolling away. He's going to just go ahead. He doesn't need the car anymore. There it is. You hear the motor. You hear the tires. He is going to let it rip here tonight. That is your champion down on the front straightaway doing some victory donuts. Congratulations to him. He set the world on fire this season. It was 4 wins, 11 top 5s, 14 top 10s with completing 1,529 laps. That is the most laps anybody has completed this season. Only had 2 finishes outside the top 10. 2 15th place finishes for Hunter Reynolds, as he is your SimBox Cup Series champion here for Salt Flat Racing. Congratulations to him, and of course we got to say congratulations to Roy Fernandez also. He was your winner here in Phoenix, as he'll celebrate this one. He was able to pick up the championship back in the Progression Series, but he's able to notch himself 4 wins here in his, well, full season here with the Cup Series. But race fans, we really got to thank all of you for tuning in and your continued support here with the SimBox Cup Series. And of course, we got to thank SimBox and all the other sponsors that came on board this season. We thank them all for being part of something special here. But for everybody at the Turn 3 Racing Network, my name is Roger Muth, and we can't wait to see you at the races coming up, race fans. Until we see you next time, everybody stay safe, and once again, we'll see you at the races.